conductor in 1964 Dublin, Ireland. I felt an affinity with this character as soon as I read the play, and as soon as I heard the music. I thought, I have to do this show for Pandora, and if I can make it work out, I definitely want to play this role. If I can find the right director, the right musical director, and all of those people to make it happen, so that I'm not in those positions, I can free myself up to just get at the character.
Well, Michael called me a few months ago and talked to me about my interest in coming to work for Pandora again, and I really was excited at the opportunity. I was not very familiar with A Man of No Importance. The playwright, of course, is Terrence McNally, and brilliant playwright with a lot to say. There's a lot of me in Alfie, and not just because I'm playing him. Alfie is the director of a community theater, and one of his favorite playwrights, of course, is Oscar Wilde. It is a memory play, and the St. Imelda's players are recalling Alfie's story. So it's a play within a play within a play, because at the same time they're also rehearsing a production of Salome at the church, their little community theater. So they're rehearsing that, doing the play about Alfie as we discover his story. One of the character jokes that it's a semi-professional theater because that's what he sort of wants it to be, but it really is not. They're really not terribly good. But Alfie is committed to doing great works of art, and in particular, plays by Oscar Wilde. We see Oscar really as a manifestation of Alfie's imagination. And because of his love of the playwright and of the playwright's work, we begin to discover that Oscar influences Alfie's decisions about his life. And in this production, we're actually really enhancing and emphasizing the role of Oscar Wilde. For those who don't know, Oscar Wilde was an aesthete. He wanted everything to be beautiful, and everything about art was set apart from everything else. You know, it informed the world for him. And I think that for Alfie it does the same thing. You know, just another parallel, another mirror to Oscar Wilde, and I think that that's the point of art being so prominent theme in this play.
You're talking about this thing called art, making it your ideal. There is nothing that you will not do to feel what it makes you feel. Let anyone dare to wonder why. For art we live, for art we die.
Certainly the central character in A Man of No Importance is wrestling with his own homosexuality, but also questions about the meaning of life and the importance of his role in that life. I think one of the central themes of the piece is actually the life unlived. Alfie's discovery and coming to terms with his own homosexuality is just one component of that question of the life unlived.
He lives with his sister,
Lily,
who is unmarried. Alfie is also unmarried. His sister Lily has determined that she's not going to marry until he marries and is out of the house.
So in many respects, Lily is also experiencing the life unlived.
She's going to have a long wait, I suspect.
She is a little bitter about that because she is in a relationship with Carney, and Carney is the butcher who lives next door. She and Carney are in love. She and Carney want to get married, but she keeps saying no. There's a lot of internal conflict there between the two of them, and we actually see that conflict causes a lot of other conflicts throughout the show. I'm finding the sadness of him and recalling my own sadness before I came out and what that's like. That's a very distinct loneliness that I think I had forgotten. It's a little bittersweet, but also really is one of the most tender endings of a play that I think we've done in a long time. It's just a beautiful, poetic ending to a sort of unrequited love story. You know, I think first and foremost, I want people who come to see the show to have a good time. I think these are troubling times that we live in, and the theater as it has always been, is still an escape. Whether you believe that you are an artist or not, I believe the theater is an escape. It is a place that we can come and we can forget about our woes and our troubles, and for one moment we can be transfigured and taken to a different place. Besides that, I really hope that people have an opportunity to evaluate some of the themes in the show. I myself have asked some really important questions because of my relationship to the show about my own life and those areas of my life that are unfulfilled. So I hope people are challenged to consider for themselves what part of their life is the life unlived.
Hair getting thin and chin gone slack, an anonymous little man. Oscar Wilde had a biting wit. One should always be in love. That's the reason one should never marry. And a poet